Today's video shows 2 Victorinox knives with handle inserts. We'll start with the Victorinox, Motorist or Automobile Special, and then the so-called Automobile Special. First, my friend Aitor Ordorica and I'm going to Spain to see I'm bringing you the Automobile Vai, a 91mm, 3-layer knife, Vai, Automobile, Vai, or in the American or North American market, also called Motorist, and in Germany, Automesser. Reference 8134MA is the one I found. It caught our attention due to the absence of the Victorino logo and the metal insert of St. Christopher. A saint revered by travelers, and particularly in Spain, as the patron saint of drivers. There were also versions without the metal insert. This one doesn't have a ring. And the tools are the single blade. In this case, this example has had a hard life. Have you seen this sharpening here? How did it leave it? Marking on the stainless steel and the 4 lines. Here we have Lundy, bottle opener, Lundy, screwdriver, scraper, Lundy, and wire stripper. Opens cans with the PAT marking. And the metal file. Metal file without nail cleaner. We finish this layer with the tool, let's say, Ol, star, although it is not a star. Ol, which is in the absence of the small blade, incorporates the technical screwdriver. On the back, a star screwdriver in the old format, or in this rounded part, solid head, without the slot to open cans of those that had to be turned around the entire perimeter of the can, and a punch with a ladder, and without an eyelet, and with the old prism machining. Handle tools that do not correspond to the light of the time either. Tweezers and toothpick. Here we have the Victorinox Special Automobile, although this name is not official. In this case, the identification number is 1.46, 43.73. Also, if it does not have a ring, blah, but is engraved, blah, it is 1.46, 42.73. And if it did not have a ring and did not have the little car, it would be 1.46, 42. The little car with inlays. Aor showed one with San Cristobal a while ago. Now we're showing this one with the little car. Let's see its tools. Here we have the can opener with the screwdriver. In front, E, the bottle opener, wire stripper, or wire stripper, and the wider screwdriver. Over here we have the metal file with a metal saw, and on this side, nail file. But in this case, you can see that it had a corrosion process, something very common in files from that time, right? Here we have the main blade with a 4-line marking, and on the other side the crossbow and the Swiss officer's knife. Below, there's also a Phillips screwdriver for opening cans. Obviously, it doesn't have a pin. And over here, a reamer with an eyelet. Handle tools, we have the pliers. And on the other side, we have the toothpick. So, the main difference with the one shown by the editor, that is, the motorized one, is that this one has a small blade instead of the technical screwdriver. Let's go. Let's talk about the history of this victory. For now, let's see how much it weighs on the dealer's scale. It weighs 82.4 G and is 1.6 centimeters wide. Well, I won't say how long it is because we all know it's 91 millimeters. Now let's learn its history. The history of the Victorinox Motorist would begin around 1960. Since there are some motors with the iconic exposed punch, and this was before 1961. Regarding the names, only Squeaky calls it an automobile. The closest thing is when it appeared in the first versatile catalog, where it can be seen as an automobile knife, but it can also be found as an Automesser and obviously as a motorist. It was manufactured for approximately 16 years. The last time we would see it would be in the 1976 catalog. And from then on, there were no more. Regarding what Zwicky calls a special car, I don't see much special about it, except for the blade. But it's not very special either, let's say, a common car. But no, 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 let's not refer to what it is. It doesn't appear in any catalog Asals except one, the, which is the green catalog from 1986. It's a catalog of Swiss distributors, where you can see it with the name Motorist.
What? It was also called Motorist, and it's the only official catalog where it has a name, plates, and the only one that appeared. According to the dates, we're going to give the right to Zach Wiki, who says it was manufactured between 1974 and 1989. Both with San Cristobal or with the old car. We collectors love it when the grips have engraving, even if it's thermo engraved, especially if it's in nickel silver or an insert. Sure, an insert in nickel silver or stainless steel. We love these things. Another Victorinox with Lima, with a fairly short history, is this one that you can see in this